What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a bunch more trades to talk about today. The Yankees, they made 3 or 4 more after yesterday's videos. The Mets, they got their center fielder, and the Rangers, wow, this is an awesome move. They just added a stud from the Diamondbacks. Cubs and Red Sox fans are not happy at all with their trade deadline, and Boston fans, they even got baited into thinking they got Joe Ryan. Someone from MLB on Fox or Yahoo Sports has to get fired for this. This is bad. Angels fans are also flat out dumbfounded by their team's trade line choices, and Cal Raleigh, he officially made some MLB history as the Reds made a comeback versus the Braves that also made some MLB history. We'll talk about all of that in today's recap. And also later today, I'm going to recap the entire trade deadline live on playback with my boy Cougs46. We also have 25 MLB TV codes to give away. If you don't have MLB TV, head on over to playback.tv/the show. Hang out with us later today and you could win a free MLB code. It's that easy. By the way, it's completely free to join, so let's see if we can get to 2,000 members today. I think we're at 1,300. I need you guys to go spam. It would mean the world to me. Thank you. Cal Raleigh of the Mariners made some history yesterday, but before that, I have to show one of the most insane comebacks in the history of this beautiful sport. So it's been such a whirlwind for Ke'Bryan Hayes, who just got traded, that he still has his Pirates cleats on. The Reds, they went up a few on a Tyler Stevenson double and an Elly De La Cruz missile, a 2-run home run off of Carlos Carrasco. The Braves, they're literally just crossing their fingers and praying that they can get innings from Cookie and Eric Fedde. Now the Braves are waking up. So Harris had an RBI. He just won Player of the Week. Ke'Bryan, the generational defender, made an error in his first game as a Red, so the lead goes away because of his error. He better clutch up with a stick later on, which is not very likely because he sucks at hitting. Maybe he did clutch up. Maybe he didn't. You'll have to wait to see it. The Braves, they scored 8 runs in the 8th inning. So the Reds, they would have been losing by a bunch regardless. You have Eli White, Williams, Olsen, Riley, Albies, and Murphy all driving in runs. There was a merry-go-round. Hayes, Ke'Bryan actually did it. He made it for his 2-run error with a 3-run home run. Pirates fans are like, I haven't seen Ke'Bryan Hayes pull a baseball to left field in years. And of course he does it in game 1 as a Red. Elly, that's his second RBI knock. Hayes made, the other Hayes, talking about Austin Hayes, made it an 11-8 ball game. And the man who rakes just tied it. Spencer Steer completes the 8-run 8th inning, so both teams scored 8 in one single frame. That's only the 3rd time in history that both teams have scored 8+ in one inning. By the way, Steer has 8 home runs and 25 RBIs his last 38 games. That forced extras, and because Marcell Ozuna was stupidly not traded, he's still in the lineup. That's a go-ahead sac fly. Now we have Gavin Lux versus another guy that for some reason was not traded, Raisel Iglesias. Lux dropped his PCI. That is Raisel's 13th save of the year. The Reds are 3.5 games back of a wild card spot. We're going to talk about the games first and then all of the trades. So again, guys, don't go anywhere. But real quick, we have to talk about trades that did not happen super quick. Raisel and Ozuna are both free agents after this season. Neither were traded. Raisel is like 36 years old. Marcell Ozuna's 35. Why are they still on the Braves? I don't understand that. Luis Robert Jr., also a free agent after this year, unless a $20 million option is picked up. He wasn't traded. Sandy Alcantara not traded. The Angels didn't trade for really anyone, and they're saying that they're going for it. Who was the most confusing team of the deadline? I want you guys to let me know in the comments. And again, we'll talk about it more later live on playback.tv/the show, so make sure you guys follow that. We have a new MLB record. Cal Raleigh has officially done it. That was later in the 6th inning, so we'll get there. And Gino, he got a standing ovation. He got paid his respects, and he paid them back. He, not with his strikeout, but he was just very, like, thanks, guys. And he was taking off his cap and everything like that. Julio, he ran a mile to snag a base hit from Marcus Semien, and Gino came up again in the 4th. There's his first base hit, a double down the line. He got to third base and then scored on a Kumar Rocker wild pitch. Cole Young? I had no idea the rookie had it like this. Oh my God, to the second deck, almost 460 feet away. Cal hit a baseball 460 feet up in the air. This home run was up in the air for 7 seconds. 42 home runs is an MLB record for the most by a switch-hitting catcher in the history of the game. George Kirby, he goes 6 shutout with 6 strikeouts, 2 consecutive quality starts with a ton of strikeouts. J.P. Crawford had an RBI. Cole Young had another RBI, this time a triple, just tons of extra base potential. It's now 6-0 on a pass ball, and staying with past, the Mariners have passed the Rangers for the final wildcard spot. One more game. Yes, there was only 3 games from yesterday, and then we'll talk about the trades. The Yankees are trying to win 3 in a row, and they maybe won the deadline, so it could be a really fun day overall. Bellinger and Stanton have been machines ever since Aaron Judge went on the IL. Stanton went 435 feet deep into the left field bleachers. He has 4 home runs his last 8 games. Hey now, what if Ben Rice is back? He was in a month-plus long slump, but he has looked better, a whole lot better, I should say, as of late. He's still trying to dig out of it with the batting average, but maybe he's never going to be a batting average guy. Austin Slater, that's an RBI fielder's choice, thanks to a bobble from Junior Caminero. Stroman, he stinks when he's in the Bronx. He has a 7+ ERA at home this year. He had a 5.3 ERA last year in the Bronx. Like, he cannot start games when he's in Yankee Stadium. Oh, no, Rays fans, I'm so sorry. Jonathan Aranda, the Rays are saying that he's likely to miss some time. I don't know how much time, but I'm really praying for Jonathan Aranda because he's been a stud this year. There was a long rain delay. Jose Caballero was traded mid-game, and then Johnny Lasagna, Jonathan Loaizaga, he picked up his first save of the year. The Yankees are officially in the 60-win club. They've won 3 in a row, and they're 3.5 games back of first place, just behind the Jays. We have some breaking news about Marcus Stroman, the guy that we kind of just tore apart because of his awful ERA at home. Well, it's not good enough anymore. He has officially been released. The Yankees are going to be eating the remainder of that $37 million owed, and honestly, if we're talking about some of the more disappointing signings by the Yankees over the last few decades, honestly, Marcus Stroman is in that conversation. He essentially stole $40 million because he had a near 5 ERA with almost no strikeouts. Like, he was not good at all. Don't even talk to me about his road ERA. You cannot be paid almost $40 million to be good half the time. So without further ado, let's talk about some updates from yesterday, the trades that I missed. And actually, before that, I do have updates from trades I talked about yesterday. I didn't know who the Twins got in return for Brock Stewart. They got the outfielder James Outman, who has been absolutely useless offensively for the last 2 seasons, but he was really good when he first came up for the Dodgers. The Twins also got Taj Bradley from the Rays. That could be really fun if they fix him. And one more update about the Twins. They're giving the Astros $33 million to cover what's left of Correa's contract. So a very, very hectic day if you're a Twins fan. I don't even know how they're going to field a roster today. They have no one on the roster. And away we go. Trades I was not able to talk about yesterday. The Red Sox, on top of getting Steven Matz, they pick up the Dustin May. So Dustin May's sweeper has been incredible, and their pitching coach, talking about the Red Sox pitching coach, Andrew Bailey, I guess he is determined to fix that sinker, which has been demolished this year. Dustin May is also a free agent after this year. He was traded for James Tibbs, the big bat that the Red Sox got in the Rafael Devers trade. So essentially, the Red Sox traded Rafael Devers and that contract for Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, and Dustin May on an expiring contract. I liked James Tibbs. That's weird now. The Padres, oh my God. They were not done with Mason Miller and JP Sears. They got Ryan O'Hearn, Ramon Laureano, and a couple other guys. Let's talk about these 2 big bats first. O'Hearn had 13 home runs and almost 840 OPS with the Orioles, with 5 outs above average on defense. He is a free agent after the season, so keep that in mind. Ramon Laureano, he had 15 home runs and a near 890 OPS. He obviously has a cannon for an arm, one of the best arms we've ever seen. And one thing to note about him, he is not a free agent after the season unless he completely stinks it up. He has a team option for $6.5 million. He's been worth that between the Braves in the second half last year and the first half this year with the Orioles. Here we go. Other players that the Padres picked up. Freddy Fermin of the Royals. He is an amazing blocker. He's decent at framing, and he sees lefties better than righties. I mean, anyone sees lefties better than Elias Diaz. He's been awful against them. So if you can give Elias Diaz another day off or 2, that's completely fine with Padres fans. He's been terrible aside from the last few days. Whoa, nasty Nestor Cortes is now a Padre. He's been on the shelf, the IL, for quite some time, but they're expecting him to be back sometime in the month of August. He is also a free agent after the season. The last time that we saw him after getting shelled by the Yankees in Game 1, I think it was opening day, he went 6 shutout with 1 base hit, and then again ended up on the IL. And this was out of nowhere. The son of the Hall of Famer, thank God that Billy Wagner is finally a Hall of Famer. I can say that out loud. Will Wagner, the son of Billy, who had a monster cup of coffee season last year when he came up with a 305 batting average and a 125 OPS plus. His full rookie season this year has been just not that great. He still takes his walks. He has a 340 on base despite his struggles. The Padres just want his versatility and his on-base skills. A lot of fans are saying that the Padres won the deadline, but a lot of other people are saying that the Yankees won the deadline because not only did they trade for guys this year, a lot of these guys are going to be with the team for 2 or 3 more years. On top of getting Ryan McMahon, Ahmed Rosario, Austin Slater, the Yankees picked up David Bednar, the closer of the Pirates. He's under team control for the next 2-ish years. He's been back to himself ever since he got demoted. Like, he was so bad he got demoted. He has a 1.7 ERA and 50 strikeouts his last 37 innings with only 8 walks over those 37. They also picked up up Jake Bird, another reliever. I'm going to talk about him real quick because he's been awful in the month of July. I think he has a 13 ERA since putting up a 1.4 ERA with 50 strikeouts his first 38 innings. He's a sidearmer, so they're either going to get lit up or you just can't hit them. He's a free agent in 2029, so another team control guy. Same with Camilo Doval. I could not believe that they also picked up Camilo Doval. This guy is incredibly nasty. He has a triple digits cutter fastball thing, a wipeout slider. I mean, over his last 5 outings, he has 12 strikeouts. Now, the walks will crush him, but I will give Matt Blake, the pitching coach of the Yankees, some credit. Usually, he's pretty good at kind of lowering that walks per 9. And again, Doval has team control. He's not a free agent until 2028. And one more player I have to talk about, Jose Caballero. He's not a free agent until 2030. He's a versatile defender that is a walking 40 stolen bases. He's walking 12% of the time this year. And to me, the most important part, he is now, I'm not saying he's full-blown competition, but he might be able to light that fire under Volpe's you-know-what, because Volpe has been atrocious defensively. Caballero has shown similar abilities to, steal some bases, play some good defense. Hopefully, Volpe sees this as a kind of, I'm not going to say full-blown competition, but still, we saw what happened to Alec Boehm after the Phillies were threatening to put Bryson Stott at third base. Alec Boehm kind of broke out. Now, he's not the best, but still, he broke out. The Padres and the Yankees crushed this deadline. I know that the Padres gave up a lot, and the Yankees, I mean, Brian Cashman had a masterclass. He got all of these team control guys for not a whole lot. I'll keep it real. The Blue Jays picked up 2 twins because Minnesota is having a fire sale. Do you guys remember when Sports Authority, or I mean, I personally enjoyed Sports Chalet more when they went out of business? They had that fire sale. Everything's for sale. That's what the Twins did. The Jays picked up Louis Varland, a flamethrower with a 2 ERA. He also doesn't walk a bunch, and he's not even available to become a free agent until 2031. That's an insane pickup. Ty France, I mean, he's a good defender and nothing more than that. He's going to be a free agent after this year. He's just a good defender. That's kind of it. And he might see lefties decent. We have more Twins getting traded. Danny Coulombe, he is on the Rangers now. He doesn't throw the ball all that hard, but he puts up uncomfortable at bats. And I mean, I didn't realize he was this good at chase. He has some of the best chase rates in baseball. A chase is getting someone to swing at a pitch outside the zone. He has a 2.1 ERA since 2022. Again, though, he is a free agent after 2025, just like Merrill Kelly. This is a big get for the Rangers pitching staff, who is already loaded. He has a 3.2 ERA with 121 strikeouts this year. He's not Jacob deGrom out there, but he has a gross changeup that leads to a lot of whiffs and a ton of ground balls. And just like a lot of guys in this video, a free agent after this year. So the Rangers are going for it. Cedric Mullins, yeah, the guy that little man cannot escape. He has reverse splits, by the way. He is a Met, and I want to talk about those reverse splits. Cedric Mullins is batting 300 versus lefties this year and only 204 versus righties this year. So in general, he has a 310 batting average in the second half, so he has been better, and he's making web jams left and right. He has 15 home runs and 14 stolen bases. This is a welcomed addition, but again, he's a free agent after the season. Same with a few guys that the Cubs picked up yesterday after an Andrew Kittredge and Mike Soroka trade. The Cubs picked up soon-to-be free agent Willi Castro, another Twin getting traded. Castro is an awful defender, but he can play multiple spots. He's not going to play them very well. He has a 140 OPS plus versus lefties, so call me crazy, but he could actually be a platoon guy with Michael Busch. Michael Busch, I didn't realize it was this bad. He's batting 190 with the 570 OPS versus lefties, so there you go. Taylor Rogers got traded again. He went from, I believe, the Reds to the Pirates, and then from the Pirates to the Cubs. So yeah, the twin brother of Tyler Rogers, the guy who just got sent to the Mets. Taylor Rogers is now a Cub. He's also a free agent after this year. The Brewers, they had an interesting deadline, so we know that Jackson Chourio is now on the IL. They picked up Brandon Lockridge in that Nestor Cortes trade. Lockridge is really fast and plays good defense. That's about it. Jordan Montgomery of the Diamondbacks, he is now a Brewer. He's recovering from Tommy John, but the Diamondbacks said, hey, we'll give you him if you take on $2 million of the $22 million owed. And then last but not least, the Brewers picked up Shelby Miller, who, if you look at his baseball savant page, it is a sea of red. He is top 3% in chase rates. His splitter is one of the best pitches in the entire league, so the Brewers are also going for it. And again, he's a free agent after this year. So the Yankees are really the only team that not only traded for this year, but the future as well. Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense after I just said the Brewers traded for Jordan Montgomery. He'll be back in 2026. The Royals picked up four different players. Mike Yastrzemski, another Giant, just got traded. He's about to be 35 years old. He's also going to be a free agent. He's useless versus lefties. I think it's just going to be a platoon with Randall Grichuk. The Royals also picked up Bailey Falter, who has a 3.7 ERA. This guy does have team control until 2029. If they can get Bailey Falter to have a better chase rate with the curveball and limit the slugging, I like that move a lot. It's just depth on top of depth. Same with this guy, Ryan Burgett. He has a 2.7, 2.8 ERA this year with 34 strikeouts. As a rookie, he has awesome movement on the fastball, but he's got to work on the sweeper, not getting absolutely lit up. He kind of leaves it too much over the heart of the plate. And Stephen Kolek, he threw a complete game shutout this year, but I'm not a big fan of his lack of side-to-side movement. It's a lot of vertical movement, but he's not a free agent until 2030, and it's the Royals. Maybe they turn him into the next Pedro Martinez. I don't know. The Tigers, on top of getting a few bullpen guys and stuff like that, they pick up Uncle Charlie Morton, who has been awful, then he was really good, and now he's allowed 13 earned runs his last 3 starts. Opposing hitters have an almost 600 slugging against his fastball. He's going to be 42, a free agent. Again, it's just depth with Reese Olson on the IL, and maybe this means Kyle Montero is for sure just going to be a bullpen guy for the rest of his career. Kind of have a Hunter Gaddis type career arc. So those were all of the trades for the most part, and I just want to remind you guys that the Twins traded Carlos Correa, Johan Duran, Harrison Bader, Willi Castro, Griffin Jax. Wait, I think I forgot to talk about Griffin Jax. So Griffin Jax was traded to the Jays in exchange for Taj Brownlee. I talked about Taj earlier. It was for Griffin Jax. That's my bad. Louis Varland was traded. Danny Coulombe, Brock Stewart, Ty France, Chris Paddock was traded a few days ago. Literally a sports chalet type cataclysmic fire sale. Everyone must go, and they did. That does it for today's recap, but again, we're not done talking baseball today. We're going to be going live on playback.tv / the show. You can go on your computer or you can download Playback onto your phone. Head on over, join the team. It's a lot of fun. It's completely free, and again, we're doing MLB TV code giveaways. Come get one.